With adventure in our blood, Denver has proven its knack for fostering and attracting innovative entrepreneurs. So when two of Denver's startup gurus started brainstorming back in March of 2012 on ways to showcase Denver's thriving startup population, they had three goals in mind.
First of all, start to bring the community together, and that idea of letting people know who else there wasn't around them and who else that they could go to when they had any type of problems. Secondly on it was to help to put the focal point on Denver and those startups there so we could start to be seen on the national scene. And the final thing was providing an opportunity for education and growth. Those people, regardless of what stage of a startup they're in or what position they're in, that there be something that they could do to learn more and to help make themselves better.
Working closely with the Downtown Denver Partnership, a core group of 10 volunteers moved at warp speed and started organizing a week-long series of events and gatherings to take place in various downtown startup locations. 6 months later, Denver Startup Week came to fruition.
It was a combination of seminars, events, meetups, guest speakers, keynote speakers, as well as a lot of social-led events to really touch on all the points, coming up with ideas, growing, building, and really helping develop some of the best startup companies in the city.
Denver Startup Week last year was awesome. I met so many people that week. I can't even tell you how many of those meetings turned into potential customers and partners and friendships. It was just incredible how many people I met.
Denver Startup Week launched with the kickoff luncheon, where keynote speaker and entrepreneur Gary Vaynerchuk led a spirited dialogue. But it was Mayor Hancock who set the tone for the coming week by challenging Denver to become the next startup capital of the nation, even referring to Denver as the future Silicon Mountain.
It was just really neat to see so many people from so many different environments and so many different segments of the community come together to celebrate what was going to turn out to be a great week.
Informative events like Pitch to Techstars, where attendees had the opportunity to interview and solicit feedback on their ideas from the leaders in the Top Rank Accelerator, proved to have a deep, meaningful impact on attendees. The Startup Crawl, that was another jam-packed event.
It was an awesome way to blend all the startup neighborhoods where our entrepreneurs and startup companies are growing and make it a really collaborative way for them to interact with one another, showcase the companies and where their workspace and introduce their colleagues amongst each other in the community.
Our expectations were exceeded in almost every single way. We started with the idea of just hosting 6 events and maybe have a couple other the community organized. It ended up being over 70. We thought we might have 1,000 people attend the entire week. There ended up being over 3,800 people attending the week.
Denver's vast startup community, made up of over 500 active startup companies, was involved in events, seminars, and panels over the 6-day period.
Denver Startup Week is a perfect example of an event that's highly inclusive and engages all members of the startup community, whether that be new entrepreneurs, seasoned entrepreneurs, investors, job seekers, whoever.
Above all, it was the Denver community and volunteers who believed in the vision and made Denver Startup Week the most successful new startup event in the entire country in 2012.
And the end product was truly a collaborative event that took all the elements around startups and entrepreneurship and put them on stage and showcased not only to the front range, but nationally how awesome Denver is as an emerging technology center.
I think the greatest thing about Denver Startup Week is that it would not be possible without the community of Denver. This award and everything that's going along with it is really for the entire community, because that's who held this event, that's who went to this event, and that's who this event is about.